Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sussex Champions. Your favourite place for royal tea, palace politics, and the kind of gossip that somehow pretends it's about tradition, but is really about control, image, and family power struggles. I'm so glad you're here, because today we're diving into a story that has been simmering for years and is now bubbling over. Where will Prince George go to secondary school? On the surface, this sounds like a perfectly normal parenting dilemma. Underneath, it's a proxy war between Prince William and the Princess of Wales, layered with class anxiety, royal tradition, security theatre, and a whole lot of carefully managed leaks. So buckle up, because this is not just about a school. This is about what kind of future the House of Windsor wants to pretend it's building. For years now, royal watchers have assumed Prince George's path was already mapped out. Marlborough, then Eton. Simple, predictable, boring. Eton College is, after all, the ultimate royal conveyor belt. Princes, prime ministers, the British ruling class, neatly reproduced every generation. Prince William went there. Prince Harry went there. It's right near Windsor. Logistically, it makes sense. But from the beginning, there's been a persistent whisper. Kate does not want George at Eton. And not just Eton, she reportedly loathes single-sex education altogether. So what should have been a straightforward follow-the-family playbook decision slowly turned into something far messier. Enter Marlborough College, co-ed, prestigious, expensive, and most importantly, Kate's alma mater. For years, Kate has reportedly been nudging, researching, visiting, and quietly lobbying for co-ed schools. Last year alone, she was spotted visiting multiple institutions, including both single-sex and co-ed day schools in North London. But here's the thing. Despite all the talk about modern parenting, both William and Kate agree on one thing. They want George to board. Independence, they say, character building, structure, and of course, security. Which brings us neatly to the real reason none of this will ever be framed honestly. Every royal source interview eventually lands in the same place. Security is paramount. Both Eton and Marlborough have sprawling campuses, controlled access, and enough land to accommodate 24/7 royal protection officers. According to insiders, George would require at least 2 officers rotating shifts while he's at school. Ingrid Seward tells us we won't hear the final decision until the very last minute. Once security logistics are fully in place. And conveniently, this allows Kensington Palace to delay, deny, control the narrative. Because nothing shuts down scrutiny quite like saying it's a security matter. Katie Nicholl, via Vanity Fair, pours fresh fuel on the fire. According to her sources, Eton is not the front-runner. Marlborough is, and a house may have already been allocated for George. Let's pause on that. If a house is already allocated, this decision is, let's say, emotionally unresolved, not practically undecided. Palace sources love to claim William and Kate haven't decided yet, while simultaneously describing arrangements that suggest the wheels are already turning. Classic royal doublespeak. Now here's where things get almost funny. Ingrid Seward suggests that William is worried about the optics of sending George to Eton, that it might look too elitist, too expensive, too out of touch, which is fascinating. The Wales children already attend an elite private school. They recently moved into yet another massive estate, one that reportedly required 150 acres of public parkland for security. So if William is suddenly concerned about optics, he's being extremely selective about where that concern begins and ends. Sending George to a posh boarding school is arguably the most normal thing this family does. That ship didn't just sail, it left the harbour years ago. Here's where the puzzle pieces start to click. Marlborough may be a boarding school, but it also allows day students, meaning George could attend a prestigious school, avoid full-time boarding, potentially return home daily. And interestingly enough, Marlborough is closer to the Middletons' home base. So when people say Kate doesn't want George to board, that doesn't actually contradict Marlborough being the choice. It just reframes it, because this may not be about breaking tradition at all. It may be about keeping George closer. At the end of the day, this isn't just a school decision. It's about who gets final say how much tradition still matters, and how hard the Waleses are trying to look different while doing fundamentally the same things. Whether it's Eton or Marlborough, George will still attend an elite institution designed to reproduce privilege. The rest? That's just narrative management. So what do you think? Eton, Marlborough, or a carefully spun third option we haven't heard about yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments, subscribe for more royal deep dives, and as always, thanks for listening.